guys, I just recorded this entire thing and my dad didn't focus the camera, so we're gonna have to do it again even though I literally have no time. So yeah, cool. Okay, hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I didn't anticipate doing this video because I'm not really sure, to be honest. I was going to do a baking video for Valentine's Day, but again, I don't really have the time to bake, and I think we've all established that I can't really do it, to be honest with you. So I've decided to sit down and have a chat with you and answer some of your questions about Valentine's Day and everything relationship-wise, which I think is pretty brave of me, to be honest. So yeah, let's just start. Okay, so the first question I got asked was off Lucia on Twitter, at SugsAdore, and she said, what would your perfect date be? And I did have a think about this when I just filmed it a second ago, and I decided that I wouldn't want to be taken somewhere just for the sake of it, because I prefer memories rather than like, I said this a lot, but I prefer like having something to remember rather than doing something for the sake of it. While I like that as well, like obviously if you get taken out for a meal it's nice, but like a memory or like something personal to you is nicer. So I came up with the idea that if you'd been together for a while, my perfect date idea would be to go to the Rockefeller Center and ice skate in New York City, because I just think that'd be amazing, and then you could get like food and you could go and see a show, and I just think it'd be amazing. And you could do it in London as well, like, or any city really, but the Rockefeller Center ice rink is like my absolute favourite place ever. At LMD1301, so Lily on Twitter said, have you ever had a boyfriend when it's been a Valentine's Day? The simple answer to that question is no, I haven't. I've never had a boyfriend over Valentine's Day, which completely is fine by me, to be honest, because I don't really get the point in Valentine's Day. Now, loads of people are probably going to explain about how St. Valentine like was a night or whatever happened. I don't even really know the story, and I get that side of it. But what is the actual point of Valentine's Day? Like, surely if you're like with somebody, you should show them that like you love them and like be the best version of you and like love them basically every day of the year. Why does the 14th of February signify that? Like, it's nice that there's a day to like commemorate it all, but I don't get it. I'm now going to switch over to Instagram, because mainly just because I got asked a lot more questions over on Instagram. A question I got asked like more than any other combined was, do you have a boyfriend? The answer to that again is quite simple and is no, which again suits me perfectly fine, because the main reason why it would be really annoying at the moment is just because I don't have any time. I have so much stuff going on with school and with YouTube as well, and behind the scenes of YouTube, like things that you will never see. It's fine by me because it's so much easier just not doing that. But another question I got asked frequently, I'm just doing these because like loads of people ask me this, said, how many boyfriends have you had? Like, I've literally must have got about 30 just asking me how many boyfriends I've had. And we'll go with like proper, so like since I started high school I can only think of 3. I think, I can't decide if it's like 3 or 4, but I'm pretty sure it's 3. Okay, so some like specific ones now. AmyFlynn.kiss said, what is your favourite romantic movie? I think my favourite at the minute is Love, Rosie, which is available on Netflix, on DVD obviously, but I really like this one just because I think it's like quite a cool idea for a film. If you haven't seen it, I'd really recommend it. Yeah, Love, Rosie, but then like classic ones, I really like Titanic, although that's kind of more like tragic, but you know, I was just going to say I'm not going to spoil it, but I'm more than sure that you all know that the Titanic sinks. If you don't know that that's how that film and the actual event ends, then sorry about the spoiler, but obviously that film's a bit more like sad. Tyler Marie said, do you have a crush? No, the simple answer to that is again no. I think all of the answers to these are no. I don't really have a crush. The main reason for that being that I go to an all-girls school, so I don't get to like see attractive people every day. I'm sure there are some like good looking guys in the 6th form. No, I don't have a crush. I have celebrity crushes obviously, but real life, the answer is no. Loads of people again asked this, but the first person that commented was at Lenevres and at __Abby. And they said, if you could choose any celebrity to go on a date with on Valentine's Day, who would it be? I have to say Benedict Cumberbatch, mainly because I know that loads of you don't find him attractive. Like, I think the like population is just split. You either do or you don't, and that's fine. I'm definitely on the do side. But I think it would be really nice to go on a date with him, or just to meet him, because you could have like, I actually genuinely believe, and I don't know if this is just because of his role in Sherlock, that you could have an intellectual conversation with him, like on the next level, like about anything. I imagine if you brought up any subject, he would just know it, like, and I think that is a massive, like, positive for any guy or girl to just be like really intellectual when you're having a conversation with them, so that it's never boring, and I think that's really important. Then I also have a couple of other people that I'd like to go on a date with, generally, but on Valentine's Day as well. So like YouTuber wise, I think, I don't want to say, like, what if they end up watching this one day? I mean, they're not going to, but it'd be real cringy. But Alfie Days, because he's my #1 bae, not gonna lie. Yeah, Zoe is a very lucky gal. But also Casper Lee, because I think he is just like, I don't know why, I just have this like attraction, because when I met him, I just think he's a lot better looking in real life than he comes across in pictures. Not that he's bad looking online, but like, he's better in real life. And when I met him, I was like, wow, you're really tall, you smell he smelled like so good, like literally like a Lynx bottle, but not a bad one, like a good one. You know, sometimes when boys just smell of like boy, this was like nice boy. And I also really like Tom Felton, who plays Draco Malfoy in the Harry Potter series, because he's really attractive again in real life, and I think he'd be great. He's like, seems like he has loads of life experience, like stories that he could tell you, which I think would be really nice, and also I reckon he would give really good hugs. But yeah. Okay, so the next question was off at Maisie Evans _ no, sorry, Maddie Evans, sorry, name above was Maisie, Maddie Evans _ kiss, and she said, have you ever had a Valentine's? And the answer to this one is actually yes, for once. It's not a no, which you might find odd, because I did just say I've never had a boyfriend on Valentine's Day. But last February, on the 13th, so the day before Valentine's Day, I got a card posted through my door. And this still remains one of the biggest mysteries ever in my life. Like, it's an actual thing, like hashtag Molly's mystery, it's a real thing, tweet it happened, and I still am confused, so we need Sherlock on the case. But basically, I was home alone, there was nobody in, and I got a card posted through my door. This very card right here, I still have it, because I'm gonna get a DNA sample of it. It came like completely out of the blue, because I wasn't talking to anybody, I was like in between boys, which sounds really bad, but you know what I mean, like I wasn't talking to anybody. I don't know who would have given me this, because I don't even know any boys. I've just said I go to an all-girls school, so it's not somebody having a joke, because I go to an all-girls school, and this is from a boy, because I just know it's from a boy, because like, well, I don't know, maybe it is from a girl, but it looks like a boy's writing. So I got this. There was, like, it'd been posted, there was no address on the envelope, so it had been posted through my door by hand, and there was no car on the drive, because I went straight to the window, and my drive is quite long, so they would have still been there, but they weren't. Which makes me wonder where the person had gone. Like, were they hiding? Should have gone outside. So my parents were out, there was nobody in. I like immediately texted everybody in my contacts and was like, did you just send me a Valentine's Day card? Like, including everybody I've been out with in the past, and every one of them replied with, no, why would I do that? Kind of rude. But there's no boys down my street that are anywhere near my age. There's no boys really around me that I know. I don't know any boys really. So this came really out of the blue, and I still have no idea who this came off and who would have sent me a Valentine's Day card last February. I don't know who gave me this, and it still, to this day, confuses me, and I talk about it a lot at school because I'm determined that somebody, probably one of my classmates, sent me it as a joke, because I always complain that I don't get Valentines while all my friends are in relationships. So seriously, if this was you, I'm on to you. Come on, bring it at me. Lucy _ Woody said, which one would you choose for your Valentine? Joe Sugg, Casper Lee or Marcus Butler? And I'd probably say Marcus Butler, mainly because I think he's the best looking, and I think if you were like with him, you'd be really healthy. He eats really healthy, which I think is a definite like attractive thing, like, because I don't know, I just find that really good. Like, I want to be really healthy, and I feel like he'd be a really good influence. But I also reckon he'd give sick hugs because his arms are really nice and big, and he's tall and kind of blondish. It's Lula Lucy said, what are you up to this Valentine's Day? I'm actually spending Valentine's Day with my friend Erin and also my friend Alice, because all three of us are single and none of us care, and we're going to the cinema to watch a film. Although the actual day of Valentine's Day, I am at work, which is going to just be one long day, because I'm just going to be serving cake to loved up couples, and they're going to like be, oh, can we just have one fork? We want to share it, as they gaze into each other's eyes, and I'm there sweeping the floor like, what? just don't. Please don't. No, not really looking forward to working Valentine's Day, but the people I work with will probably like have a laugh about it, so it'll be fine. Deborah_00XOX said, what is your favourite Valentine's Day lipstick? Now, this is something a bit different, not relating to boys. I actually think that this lipstick that I'm wearing now, which is Cockney by MAC, is a really nice one because it's red, which has connotations of love. R.I.P. my year 10 English class. Yeah, red is a really nice colour obviously for Valentine's Day, but if you're going out for like a meal, I think maybe a bright or dark lipstick might not be the best because you don't want it to come off on your drink, you don't want it to go on your teeth, you don't want it to smudge, it's just going to be awkward. So maybe go for like a more neutral kind of makeup, not makeup, but like neutral lip. Why have I thought about this so much? I've never even been on a proper date, but like at least not out on Valentine's Day. But XX_Olivia_K said, how did your first ever date go and where did he take you? That is a really good question. I don't know. We'll go with the very first boyfriend I ever had. So for people that know me in real life, please don't comment names, otherwise I'll just delete you all out of my life. The first place I actually can remember going, this was ages ago. We were quite young, and we got ice cream. That's literally the only thing I can remember. I can't remember anything happening before that, so I think we went out for ice cream, and to be fair to him, he did buy them, so, you know. But I think that's like the first date I can remember going on. The second to last question comes from Erin. Hey chum, how you doing? Cool, great. And she said, how excited are you to spend Valentine's Day with me? I'm actually really excited. Erin and I spent Valentine's Day together last year, and we went shopping. And then we went back to Erin's and watched a film. We watched Notting Hill. I vlogged it actually because last year Valentine's Day was a Saturday, so if you want to watch that vlog, I'll leave it in the link below. But yeah, that was last Valentine's Day, and I remember really well saying, oh, maybe next Valentine's Day we'll both have a bae to spend it with, and sadly that isn't true for either of us, but like I said, I'm not actually that bothered, and I know for a fact that Erin isn't either. But I just think maybe next year is the year, guys. Maybe I'll come back and I'll do a Valentine's Day related video next year, or a vlog or something, and me and Erin will be going on a double date instead of a single cinema date, even though I'm actually really excited to go to the cinema. Okay, and then the last question comes off Nelly on Instagram, who asked, oh, that's weird that Nelly followed Erin. Nelly is Erin's dog, by the way. And she said, do you reckon you'll hit 15k by the end of the day? Basically, if you don't know, I'm trying to hit 15k by Valentine's Day. Do I think I'll do it as it stands? Maybe. I'm not going to say yes. Maybe. I don't know. But I think you should subscribe if you're not, because there's something very exciting coming when I hit 15k, and if I do hit it on Valentine's Day, then it's something that can potentially benefit you and thereby cheer you up if you've had a bit of a rubbish Valentine's Day. But basically I think that is everything, so I hope you've enjoyed this. Be sure to subscribe if you're new around here. Help me hit 15k by telling your friends or whatever. But yeah, I hope you all have a very nice Valentine's Day, whether you spend it with somebody or you don't. If you do, I hope you have a very lovely day and it all goes well and that you like each other and it's amazing. And if you don't need a bae. You can slay on your own. Ooh, we can make this rhyme. Hold on, give me a second. You don't need a bae because being single slays. Woo! What was that? Yeah. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I shall see you very, very soon with another video, possibly one mid-week, so stay tuned on my Twitter and my Instagram for like more information on that, but if not, just ignore me and I'll see you soon. So, bye guys!